Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm bringing you a seafood boil. I know I said I was going to do seafood boil in like my first or second video. I said that would be my next video, and then I never got to it. But today we are getting to it. This is all homemade. So I need to get my lemons. I just thought about that. But hold on. Today we got snow crab, shrimp, egg, corn, and then my garlic butter sauce that I made, and we also got potatoes. I'm gonna pause this so I can go get my lemon because I really want it. Okay, I'm back. Oh, I also stopped and got a tortilla chips. So I'm really hungry. I haven't ate today. I woke up at, should I got something to put? Oh, I have a bag. I woke up at like 10 or something today. Or not 10. Yeah, I did. I woke up at 10:30. Okay, let me open up the bag because I'm trying to smash right now. I'm really hungry. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so hungry. I'm so happy that I'm finally getting to this video as well because I've been wanting to do a seafood boil for so long. Ooh. Mm. Mm. Yes. Yes, but I've been wanting to do seafood boil for so long. But I had a lot of stuff going on. If you watched any of my previous videos, you know I'm pregnant. And I found out I was pregnant. But before I actually found out, like, taking a test, I just felt like I knew I was pregnant. Which came with a lot of quick growth. Like, there were things that I was doing before I was pregnant that were okay, because you know, when you're a parent, of course you are your own self. Like, you have your own life, but you also are your representation for your children as well. So it was a lot of expanding ideas. I don't have any scissors. Don't drag me. I'm a pregnant, hungry lady. I started to just expand my ideas and come up with things that benefited me being a mom and me wanting to be a stay-at-home mom. So YouTube is definitely a part of that. I'm starting this is so good. Hold on. I'm starting an online retail clothing brand. As I get older, and okay, so this is what I came down to. Everybody has access to like information. Everybody either uses this information to help better their lives or just the lives of everyone around them, or You know, you read something, it's like, oh, that's a cool concept. And then, you know, you move on. And I find the things that really move me are the things that have to do with me and my future, my child and my child's future children if they decide to have kids, you know. So I've been seeing like, well, not just recently, that was a good pull. Not just recently, there's been a lot of you know, media on global warming. Like the issue of global warming is no longer a secret, nor do I think it should be considered a conspiracy. Just like how nobody's considering, you know, COVID or any of the actual truths behind things. People don't consider that. People really take like media and news like up front, like in your face for face value. Like they just listen to it without like really questioning it. Like I totally get it. You know, there are only certain things that you're gonna put your time and effort into researching, you know, depending on how it makes you feel. Whatever, off the topic. So yeah, global warming, I feel like is so real, and the fact that I'm a person who aspires to make money off of doing mukbangs and predominantly, you know, upping it to seafood, caring about, you know, the sea animals and shit. I don't know what made me think of that. Like, y'all gotta bear with me because my pregnant brain is like, there's so many things, so many downloads, like so much stuff is going on in my head. And I've just really been at a point of growing, like becoming a whole person. I feel like when you're young, you really don't have crazy responsibilities. It's kind of hard to like grasp onto why things are important or why you should be doing certain things, you know? And mostly the reason of why are you doing it? Like, what's the reason for you? Because everybody's reason is going to be different, you know? I got onions and garlic in there. That's really good. I should have made some rice. I actually have salad in the fridge that I made last night. I made a big chicken, just salad yesterday. You can use whatever dressing because it's dry. But yeah, so I've been just growing as a person, learning myself more, honestly. Like, I find that in becoming a mother, like, for me, like, I'm learning a lot more about myself. Like, what I like and what I don't like, you know, what I can and what I can't do with, what I want and what I don't want. I remember having an egg and a seafood boil, but I think I like it. And yeah, now thinking about it, I was like younger, like in my teens and stuff, I didn't have any dislikes. Well, I'll rephrase this. I had dislikes, but okay, I won't say dislikes. I'll say I didn't have like really any boundaries. Like I just allow people to be exactly who they are. And had not having boundaries, and you know, allowing everybody to move around you the way they see fit, you get yourself into a lot of situations that like hurt your feelings and definitely could have been avoided. So I would say during this younger time in my life, I've had a lot of like emotional growth. Like it's just been a lot of understanding my emotions, understanding my flaws, where I fuck up at. And yeah, I feel like I'm eating as much as I'm talking, but I could be wrong. That was also my dog barking, if you hear a dog bark. I feel like I'm doing as much talking as I am eating. But you guys let me know. Because you know I can't see myself. So, what is it like being pregnant? Honestly, for me, like I started off very I didn't bring any napkins either. I started off very lethargic and well no, I'm actually not gonna say that. Fiji not sponsored, but I started off very happy and accepting of my pregnancy. It was like a wow, I really think that I'm pregnant, and like how do I feel about it instant moment. And I think the deeper feeling underneath outweighed any of the anxious feelings or you know, self-doubt and things like that. So that was the first wave of emotional feeling. The first physical wave of feeling was morning sickness, being extremely sick, throwing up every 2 seconds, can't move too fast, can't do much of anything but besides lay down and feel fucking horrible. Yeah, that was the first actual feeling. The next feeling, my hips, feeling my hips getting lighter, my boobs, my nipples becoming extremely sensitive, my titties itching. Sorry for the. We all come from a mom, so I'm not sorry. Yeah, those were those feelings. I was gonna be smarter, but I'm gonna be smarter. Those are those feelings, and they lasted for about a month. I was corn with husk corn, honestly. There's like juice getting everywhere. I dropped a leg. So then after that was my emotions getting very crazy. Like I was feeling things like I never felt things before at all in my life. Like it was so easy to take steps back and take steps back in the way of lessons I've already learned, you know, dealing with my anger and expressing my emotions in a proper way. That just, all that learning and experience literally just went out the window. Like I had no regard for anything that anybody else was trying to talk to me about. I had regard for it, but I just felt like this is how I feel. These are my feelings. I'm right. Whatever. I don't want to talk about. To then just going through a time where I was like, wow, where does, like, you know, when you think your life is going to be some way, and then something happens, and then it's not the way that you thought it was going to be. But at the same time, it still is the same way you thought it was going to be. There are just certain aspects of it moved around. Like, I feel like people create a very elaborate plan of how they want things to go and timing and stuff. And for me personally, it gets me nowhere. It literally gets me nowhere. Like, I don't have I came to the conclusion now that I'm no longer putting a time frame on things that don't have time frames, especially pertaining to success. Like, there are things I want to get done that ultimately go into a much bigger goal. So yeah, there are things I want to get done that clearly are gonna take some time. So instead of me focusing on the bigger picture or the final destination, like I'm seeing now the steps in between that I need to take and what works for me, you know, not what works for everybody else. Because I've found myself like getting advice from people and then sitting there thinking about the whole conversation and being like, wow, these are things I already know. So, and I know myself, so I don't need to follow anybody's way of gaining success or anybody's idea of what that looks like to them, because it has nothing to do with me or where I'm going. ultimately, that was the thing, is becoming a mom or a parent in general, you're not just thinking of what works for you. Like, you're thinking what works for you and your kids. And or child. But this is my first ever pregnancy. This is my first time ever being pregnant. So it's the first experience, and I'm not going to take it for granted based off of me feeling like I have to be in control of how everything happens in my life. Because it's not the case at all. Like, I had somebody like tell me that I was making big girl moves based off of the things that I'm now going after in my life, and I find it so funny because people think they know me. People really think they know me. Nobody besides my boyfriend completely knows who I am, at the core of who I am, how I think, how I operate, why I do the things that I do. And those were all the things that I was gaining answers to before I started doing big girl things. In my head, there's no point in trying to obtain success if I am just completely clueless. If I'm just completely clueless to how I feel, my beliefs, why I talk the way I talk, why I walk the way I walk, why I am the person that I am. This is what I was figuring out. I was figuring out what I didn't want from people. I was figuring out if people were going to be in my life, how I wanted them to be in my life. I've been on my, okay, so let's break it down because you guys don't really know me. I left home when I was like 17. I had to go back when I was 17, but then I left again when I was 18. And I was adopted, so where I left from wasn't even my biological home. And I haven't been gone since now, me being 23 years old, about to be 24 in August. Everything that I have done myself. Everything that I have taught, I've learned from so many different types of people, and more times than not from what I knew I shouldn't be doing, from what I knew other people shouldn't be doing. Or if somebody else was doing some bad shit, I would turn my nose up at it. I'd be like, and maybe go do the same shit, but just in a way more truthful manner. I live my truth. Like, that's one thing about me, and one thing that you guys will get to know about me is that I live in my mistakes. I'm not saying that I am my mistakes, or I'm stuck in my mistakes. I'm saying that I have always acknowledged what I've done wrong. I've always, you know, uh, stood up for what I believed in, and I've always been very true to myself. Like, I have always just been very true to myself, to what I like and what I don't like. And when I became 21, 22 actually, when I became 22 and started going out, that's when I got lost, because I was out in Chicago around a bunch of different people that got me questioning who I am in my core, who I know that I am, and losing yourself and admitting to being lost and then refinding yourself on top of then finding out you're pregnant. um it's been an emotional time. Like, these COVID years have been so emotional, like so emotional, but honestly the most growth I've ever experienced at one time. Like, there was not a day that went by where it wasn't lesson after lesson after lesson, and then me acknowledging that. And to me, that is what makes me a big girl. That's what makes me a big girl. The fact that I am becoming a mom before I have my career, set and final. I've always been a worker. I've always been a hard worker. I've always been a hustler. I know how to make money. I know how to make nothing out of something. That is my God-given talent as a human being. So, providing for and expanding and growing me and myself, as well as my child's life, to me seems like a fucking breeze. Um, I do have human emotions, and I do express them, like I have had points of feeling very vulnerable and very not sure of, you know, anything that's really going on. But that's the thing, is that I am sure. I'm so sure that I get scared of being so sure. I get scared of knowing this is gonna work. So just do it. Because I've always been, not always, but things have never been easy. Like, things have never been easy, especially when in terms of, you know, dealing with what's on the inside and you forming into a woman. But I am very proud of myself, honestly. I'm very proud of myself. And I say all of this to you guys to say, I'm sharing all of this because I know that there are people out there who are pregnant or who are uh, anticipating on having kids until things become a certain way, and your biological clock is ticking down. Like, there are people out there who are younger than me who are pregnant who don't know what the fuck they're gonna do. Excuse my language, but they don't know what they're gonna do. There are people that are my age that are experiencing the same thing that I'm experiencing, and my point is saying that it's okay to take time for yourself. It's okay to live a life of understanding that you're trying to figure out who you are and who you want to be. You don't have to go by everybody's normal standards of how to go about obtaining knowing themselves. Because there are things you know about yourself that change over time, like based on situations and things that you learn. The more information you get, the more your mind expands. And my point just being, don't let people make you feel like you're any less than them. Don't let people get in your head. I was a person who was allowing people to get into my head during these times of my life when I was experiencing, all these emotional uh, things to learning myself, because there was a point where when I became 22 years old and started going out, that was the point to where I was understanding my lack of care in myself was the first thing I needed to work on. And I need to work on putting myself and my emotions first. It's okay to care about other people, but at the end of the day, care about how you feel and what's going on with yourself, you know? Like, for real. Because nobody is entitled to have to care about your emotions. So you should always want to emotionally, especially, give yourself all of yourself. You know what I mean? And that's another thing that being a mom is teaching me. I don't give a fuck about nobody else's feelings. But my family's, my household. Oh wow, that was a big piece of coin that came out. My household is the most important thing that I'm focused on right now. Learn what's important to you and what you are going to focus on. Because humans can go a lot of time of giving their energy to things that they know have nothing to do with anything they're actually trying to do, but because they're stuck in this emotional ass state, they're trying to, you know, distract themselves. It's just like, don't distract yourself from your own feelings. Like, if you know some shit ain't right for you, okay, you have that right as a human being to decide that, and you have a right to move the fuck on. And this is just like an overview of what's been happening, because it's been some time since I posted. And I even have another video that I filmed that I still haven't posted. But I feel like this video, honestly, as much as it is for you guys, it is definitely for me too. All the content that I make, honestly, I love the fact that we live in a world where we can make a living based off of our experiences and things we've learned and things we want to share with people. It's pretty beautiful to me. And even something as simple as this, like, I have eaten a lot of meals alone, and mukbangs just became the thing for me because there's somebody else eating, I'm entertained, I feel like I'm on a date right now. Like, so I wanted to get into mukbangs because I do love to eat. I love trying new food, and I aspire to be a stay-at-home mom, and this is just a part of the hustle. Also mukbangs, because, you know, mukbangs are just really close to my heart. They really are. Like, I spend a lot of time watching mukbangs, and I don't. Oh, okay, that's what I was gonna say. So I feel like over, you know, sharing a meal with someone, you share the most kind of deepest of your conversations, you know? Or at least you gain insight into knowing someone. That's why I want to have family dinner and stuff. Like, we all sit down every night for dinner with each other because we should know about the people that we're living with. Like, we don't need to live in some like antisocial environment. But we also, I feel like the more you express your feelings around people you're comfortable with, the more, or it could be opposite, but the more you kind of just learn that expressing your feelings are okay. So yeah, I love the fact that this is a thing, you know? And I appreciate you guys for tuning in and watching. If you're here, please like and subscribe because I'm trying to get 1,000 subscribers at least before my birthday, which is in August. I would like to obtain 1,000 subscribers before then because I really want to start doing lives. I love doing lives. I love interacting with people. It's my favorite thing in the world, and I go live on Live Me. If you want that information, comment below if you want me to put my Live Me information and my scheduling for when I go live there. I do the same thing I do here. I cook, I eat, we talk. That's what we're doing. But that's my vibe, man. That's my vibe. Sharing some good food and a great conversation. That's why I find myself, like, I would get so uncomfortable at family dinners when it would be like awkwardness. Like, you could tell that like there's hella shit that needs to be talked about, but like clearly this is not the time or place. So it's just like kind of like everybody's just, you know, awkward as fuck. Like when I worked at my old job, dude, sometimes it would be like that. And the things that would be said would be way more than most words, dude. So, but that's the thing, is that some people do have dinner and they don't even talk. Wow, I just dropped a leg on my on my chest. I don't know, dude. I'm just about talking about my feelings. So if you like talking about your feelings and you like eating food and watching people eat food, please click please click the thumbs up button and please subscribe. Because then we can do this live time. I'm actually getting really full. I finished a lot of it. I'm gonna make, the next video I make is going to be the spicy noodle challenge. So I'm gonna say, I think I'm just gonna save this for leftovers and add it with the spicy noodles, because being pregnant, like, and eating spicy foods, you do get heartburn very easily, and spicy foods is definitely a cause of heartburn. So we're gonna see just how spicy they are, and if they're too spicy, I'll still have more food to eat with you guys. And make sure you follow me on Instagram, because I'm gonna do a Q&A video. That way I can just have some type of like traction as far as me talking to you guys. My pregnant mind is everywhere, and it's hard to keep track of like what I'm talking about and what I'm saying, because it's all like jumbled into like one thing. But I swear I get so sidetracked by things now more than ever. Well, I love cornmeal. I'm definitely gonna finish this. And these videos, I wish I had a napkin. Give me 1 minute. And these videos are not edited. Ew. I don't want to edit really these videos, the mukbangs, because of my other channel. I feel like it's more of an editing channel. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I don't know. I just want this channel to be very natural and real, because eating is a very natural and real thing. Like, it doesn't need to be made into some extravagant thing, unless we finna go on a date, girl, because you know I'm down for going on a date. But yeah, I just want you guys to really get to see who I am, get to know me for who I am, and have, like, you know, these will be your daily updates of me and what's going on behind the scenes of everything else that I do. Also, just the food community in general. I love food, I love to eat, and I want to make this experience very raw and real. The people that I even watch cook, I feel like the people that I've watched cooking videos from, and also mukbangs from on YouTube, always have a full clip. Like, it's never any editing. And they're also allowed to go on live, so they go on live and they cook and they eat and stuff, and that's what I'm aiming for. That's my goal, y'all. So make sure you like and leave your comments down below if you have any questions. Please feel free to ask. If you want to submit a question to the Q&A video, add me on Instagram and just watch my story for the Q&A. The Q&A segment, I'll put it in there for you guys, so you'll see that in my Instagram story. And yeah, if you want to be notified when I upload, just turn on your post notifications and you will see my video straight to you. You know, since I am a new YouTuber, you know, we don't really get much clout, so you know, you gotta make sure you subscribe and put your notifications on so you can see my videos. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. I had so much fun. I hope you guys had a great time too. Next video, we will be doing spicy noodles and probably this some of this food that you see right here. So yeah, thanks for sticking around and hanging out, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.